I should have led with this, but I wanted to tell you all from the bottom of my heart how much it meant to me, the beautiful well wishes you sent. My arm's doing great. Well, I have a tape on there, but my arm is doing phenomenal. But it meant the world to me that y'all sent such beautiful messages. So thank you so much. And I wanted to let you know one other thing, that I'm getting ready to make my sweet oat groats. And Angel's going to put it on her website. But
so
I love you guys. It meant the world to me. The messages just were incredible. And we're very blessed to have people like you following my beautiful daughter and son there.
Aww.
And we love you all so much.
Thank you so much. And what we're going to do is, I think Terry will put this in the beginning of the video, and then we'll start the video so that you can hear this wonderful message and you don't miss it. I'm afraid if we put it after the video that you might accidentally miss it.
Yeah.
I want to make sure Mom's message.
As soon as we cut off, I was like, oh my gosh, the most important thing to me was to thank y'all. So love you.
Now we get on with the show. Okay.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Terry.
And I'm Angel.
And I'm Mom.
And I'm Bree.
And we have a family affair with a sweet treat that you're going to love. What are we making?
We're making peach pie. And it's going to have a crumble topping, and it's just going to be delicious.
Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait,
Mom,
wait.
Let's dive in. And remember, this is a whole food plant-based peach pie. Mom came up with this recipe all by herself, so we've been taste testing all week, which has been a really
it's been a struggle.
It's been a major, oh yeah, we've suffered. But this has no additives. Everything in it is whole and delicious, and Mom's going to take you through it.
All right.
Okay. So, at first I was peeling the peaches, and Angel's like, you don't need to, peeling them, taking the skin off, but then we did one with skin on, and it was delicious. So these are washed, because it is peach season. We thought this would be perfect.
Yes.
Angel had gotten, I don't know where she gets them from, a farm or what. Yeah, a bushel of, so we did make one, and this one is going to be a little huge because I just split the peaches in half so I could use it for one pie. And this one, I have 17 peaches in here, but you don't need that many. You'll
12,
see. You'll see 12 will be plenty. You'll see when I pile it in the thing. But as we were peeling this morning, let me show you. I did it like, we have Freestones in Texas, Fredericksburg peaches. So I was used to just doing that and twisting it. Well, these don't twist so well. But I did that, and then I'm just, just haphazardly.
And let me bring it up close, just real close, Mom, just to show like how
This one here had this slice in it. Let me slice this. That's the biggest one I had.
So she's just cutting these pieces, like with the skins. We washed them really good, and she's already gotten 2 pieces out of here.
3.
She goes right down, 3 pieces. She goes right down to the stone. So it's actually really simple.
And just kind of flip it out. And I'll tell you the thing, if you have extra left, because some of them don't flip as well out of there, then you just eat the skin before you throw it in the trash. Eat the peach before you throw it in the trash.
So my mom's doing that. Let me say, this is my niecey, and she is here traveling. She traveled here from Texas with my mom, and we love spending time with her.
Absolutely,
so
we enjoy it.
We really do. She's wonderful. She's great, and she's funny. And it twisted her arm, and so will you be on YouTube with us? So she did, and we're so kind. But I didn't want you guys thinking, well, what's Bree doing? And so.
And that's our family affair. First family
she's
show.
Our beautiful soul. We talked about her the last time she was here. She's not a plant-based, but she does enjoy eating the plant-based foods that Aunt Angel makes or Mama makes. So it's really fun being around her, and I'm so happy that she said she would be on the show with us.
Such a treat.
We live on the same property. Her mom and dad live in one house, and Dennis and I. So we're close, and she can come over and try the treats, and I make them ice cream all the time, right, Bree?
Yeah.
They love my ice cream.
She tries all the foods that we eat, raw or not raw, and
she's
and
very
so
open
to it. So if you have teenagers in your house, and they don't eat plant-based, that's okay. She eats. She's like, oh, that smells so good, and I want to try that, and oh, that's good. So it's very open-minded, so I love it. Anyway, sorry, Brady, not to embarrass you, honey.
And then what we were talking about this morning, Yeah, 12 peaches, but it's really not. We're having a barbecue when we go home for 4th of July. I'm going to make this into, what did I say?
Cobbler.
A cobbler. Because it's the same exact thing, only I'll put it in a big pan, because we were also saying how Angel was telling Bree how we go to barbecues and we bring our stuff and everybody eats that first,
Yeah.
and then there's nothing left. So in my head, as I was cutting the peaches, I was like, she's right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a big cobbler, and people could cut it better than having these chunks of pie, because it's
Our stuff
delicious.
always goes first.
Always, always.
Everything we buy. So
Always the hit of the
Okay,
party.
so and then I did take this recipe
That's okay.
from a peach pie I used to make in my other life,
Mm-hmm.
that I used tapioca, what did I tell you it was? Quick tapioca that somebody had given me one time. It was the most delicious pie, and it was so simple. So I'm looking in Angel's cupboard, which is intense with all just goodies, and I saw a tapioca flour. So I said, well, let's try that. So that's what we did, and it was delicious.
And I often have tapioca flour around. As you know, my son's celiac. So tapioca flour can be used in place of other binding agents that have gluten in them. Plus, if you make hot cheeses, whole food plant-based cheeses, and you add tapioca flour to them in the pan, it'll make them gooey.
Oh
So
my
if
God.
you're looking
You
for
know
a
what?
gooey
I'm
cheese-
going to use that instead of cornstarch, or instead of, not cornstarch, what do we use? Arrowroot?
Arrowroot.
In my apple pie.
It makes
Oh
Yes.
my God.
That's a great idea, Ma. That's a great
more
idea.
gooey and, you
Coming
know,
soon to
You
you.
don't want to use like a gelatin because those often aren't whole food. So do you want to do that first, Mom?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
While I'm mixing, then you can do that. Briella's going to be my little assistant here. She's putting in the tapioca flour. Angel has the measurements.
Yep, I'll put all the measurements in
2
the description
tablespoons.
box, but it is 2 tablespoons.
And then cinnamon. I love
1
cinnamon.
1/2
1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Good job, Brie.
And
Look how
Mom
she's
always
got it on.
uses the good cinnamon, so
Yes.
because it has
Ceylon cinnamon is the best, and it really isn't that much more. If you buy it on Amazon,
Well, the
it's
health
a pretty good
benefits.
deal.
Yep.
Yes, and the health benefits. It's just the other cinnamon you just don't get anyway. And of course, our favorite vanilla bean.
But so this is vanilla bean powder, 1 teaspoon. But if you
But
don't
you can
have
use
it,
regular
don't fret.
vanilla.
Yep.
Use the vanilla
Yes,
extract.
and that's it. And then you just mix it, and you're going to see. You're going to
The aroma.
It just adds,
I know it smells so
just
delicious. I was
adds
gonna say the
like,
same thing.
when you use cornstarch, you're going to get a beautiful juice. Just stirring it and mixing it. So while I'm doing that, Angel's going to take you to the
And again,
next.
I wish you could smell this.
Yeah,
It
you
is
smell the cinnamon, the
unbelievable.
vanilla, just with the peaches. You can imagine how summery and vibrant it smells. So into this, the sweet part is going to be a date paste, but we're going to do it a little bit differently and a little bit thicker, because when I usually make date paste, I like 1-to-1. Whatever the dates are, the same amount of water. But for this, because we want it a little bit thicker, Mom has suggested that. It's 1 cup of dates, 1 cup of dates to 12 peaches. And then a 1/2 cup, you could use water if you don't have it, but we're using a 1/2 cup of coconut water, organic
love
coconut
it.
water, because it adds just a little bit of sweetness, and Mom really does love it. So when we're with Mom, we use a lot of organic coconut water. So that's it. 1 cup of dates, a 1/2 cup of coconut water. If you don't have it and you don't have time to go get it, use a 1/2 cup of water.
Can you see how this is starting
Here
to
we
make
go.
like a goop?
Oh wow, man, that looks really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Wow.
Let me zing this up real
Here we
quick.
go.
Okay.
Okay, all done. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. It's going down in here, but like I said,
Yeah, it
we
is
want
thick.
Ooh,
Wow.
we want
Look
it
at that.
Kinda, I don't know if you can see it because it's kind
This
of
is
stuck to the
beautiful.
side.
Yeah.
It's really
It came out perfect.
This is
I'm
beautiful.
gonna dig this. Oh, let me show how nice this is.
That is
And this
so.
is
Can you
just-
see all the goop in there?
This is just the
Mm.
good goop. This is just the peaches mixed with those couple dry ingredients she put in there, and it just reminds me of like fall harvest when you're making those apple pies and the juice from the apples comes
Yeah.
out. It's just beautiful. And then here's our dates. It's nice and thick, and we'll put those in there in lieu of using maple syrup, coconut nectar, sugar, and those types of things. And while I talk about this, Mom is gonna have a little keep it real,
Yeah.
type 2 diabetes a conversation with you because we're all about keeping it real on the show and educating people.
Yes, exactly.
So let me put these dates in here. This is for a pie, it's for an occasion, and this is for many, many people. Okay?
And it smells delicious, looks
So-
delicious. Wow, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But Mom, let's talk about
Okay.
diabetes and dates and real whole fruit.
Yes. Okay, so remember I said I was going to probably make you cookies or something? So that's where we started at. So we did make a batch of cookies, not out of peaches. Angel didn't want me to put peaches in my, I started out I was going to make, anyway. So we did make cookies and we did make this pie once already. And I had to keep trying and make sure it was right. And I don't use honey, and I used to use, what is this stuff you
Maple
put on
syrup.
pancakes?
Maple syrup,
Yeah, maple syrup.
Well, we never use honey as
Yeah, we never used honey,
Right.
but maple syrup. And I noticed that used to trigger my blood sugar, just raise it a little bit. But with all these dates, the past couple days, I mean, I ate more stuff with dates in it. My blood sugar was up this morning by 10 points. And I didn't take it for 2 days. Now, I'd like to tell you, and I'm going to tell Angel so she can tell you all, it will drop
Yes.
quickly. You know, that's the whole thing about eating whole food plant-based. It's not like once in a while if you do something wrong, but it will go down because I've had this happen before, and I was just happened to tell Angel, and by tomorrow, Sunday at the latest, I'll be down maybe 199, God willing.
Because you won't continue to eat.
Because I won't,
this
once
stuff.
I see it, you know, and the other thing is I don't take my blood sugar all the time because I know the way I eat and I don't have to, and it's usually really good when I do, you know, every couple of weeks. But with Angel, she wants to know what's going on.
I have to. I can't help it.
Yeah, so I brought it with me and I take it every day, but seriously, I'm not saying dates are not good for you because of all the sugars, and I love sweet stuff. I use dates and I eat cookies home, and well, I don't put dates in my nice cream. I make great, and I do use stevia. I'm a stevia user because there's no glycemic, it doesn't do anything to my blood sugar. But some people don't like stevia, and I do. I like the flavored stevia.
Some people
But
think it has an aftertaste. Some
Look
people
at
don't.
that.
Exactly.
Anyway, just
Wow,
so
amazing.
dates are great, but just I overdid it with dates the past couple days with our experiment.
Look how thick.
Ah.
and
But you got it right, Ma. You got it
Yes,
right now.
But the cool
Yeah, it's
thing
perfect.
about being plant-based and eating whole the way we do, Mom was able to pinpoint exactly like, hey, these dates are dried. The sugars are very, very concentrated. I've been trying them because I wanted to bring a beautiful recipe to our family here on YouTube.
Yes.
And that
You get
raised
the
my
water
blood
here.
sugar.
Yes.
And that's the good thing. She didn't
Exactly.
have to say, was it this? Was it that? Did I eat
Exactly.
too much, animal body
Yeah.
parts? But, no.
And I want to quantify that by saying what Angel said about the
But that's a great point.
real
That's a great
fruit
point.
as opposed to, I've eaten at least a watermelon and a half. Maybe the past week and a half. Cherries yesterday, I had a half a bag of cherries. I've been eating fruit since we got here.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't, and I've been watching it every day because I said Angel, likes to police me with it.
Yeah.
And I think she just scientifically, it's just amazing. She wants to know, and she wants me in good health.
Well,
and I want me in good health too.
Right.
Always in good health.
Yeah.
Health
Is
well,
always first.
Right.
Right.
Health is
Health
first.
comes first.
Anyway, so it's not the fruit. It really is the concentration of the dates. And it's not that they're bad. I just ate too many.
Right.
Anyway,
Exactly.
so I want to show you this little thing because they have at their beach house, she has the rolling thing. So when we started to make this, I said, no. So she grabbed this lid yesterday or the other day, whenever we made the
It's
first
just a
one.
lid off of a glass jar. It's really basic.
And it worked great. I mean, if you don't have a roll, and I don't know how much I could have got a rolling pin in there. Anyway, we flattened it out with this. We made half the recipe.
This is the crust.
This is the crust. But she's going to give you the recipe for the crust and the crumble. So you make it all at one time.
All at one time. So I'm
But we
gonna-
wanted to, she's going to do that so we didn't have to make the crust because it, it takes a little bit to press it out. You know, if you ever made a
We
pie.
just did, and you don't have to do your pie in a silicone pan. We just happened to do it this way. You could do it in a beautiful glass dish or whatever you're serving it in for dinner parties to make it beautiful.
Or the
That lid
cobbler,
worked
or a
perfect.
big cobbler,
But
because
you
this
could-
is enough.
She
lid
did
worked
it
perfect.
a little bit up the side. The peaches will go. Don't worry about taking it all the way up the side. This is rustic. It's homemade.
Right. But the crumble goes down in there too. Wait till you
Yeah.
see the crumble's really nice. And I know you're wondering, how am I going to get all these peaches into that little
She's
thing?
gonna pie. But wait,
I'm
let
gonna
me-
work
let me
on
just
it while
talk
you're
about the
doing
crust
that.
really quickly. So for
Can
the
I put
crust,
this in?
sure.
Okay.
For the crust, honey, what I was whispering to Terry just a few minutes ago is I forgot the oat groats. So,
Oh.
honey, I just need 1 cup of oat groats.
1 cup of oat
Yeah.
groats, okay.
So thank
Oh,
you
did we
so
tell
much.
them we made everything with oat
What
groats?
we're gonna do is the crust on the bottom and the crumbles that are gonna be on the top is all
You can
the
help
same
me crumble,
recipe.
Brie.
So when you see in the description box the recipe, you're gonna see one recipe that says for crust and crumble. So I'm only gonna make the crumble part, but in the recipe you'll see it's doubled because it's the same stuff. So it's gonna be 2 cups of oat groats, but I only need 1 cup. Thank you so much, honey.
Yep.
And it'll be 10 dates, but I'm only gonna use 5 dates. And it'll be a half a cup of coconut water, but I'm only gonna use a 1/4 cup in this because it's for the crumble. So it's all the same recipe. Mom wanted everything to be really, really simple. Since I only had dates and coconut water in here, I'm just gonna reuse the lid. So there we go, and you can do less dishes.
All for that.
All right, so I'm gonna
All for not doing less dishes.
Yeah,
grind
amen.
this crumble. You see, it's just very simple. I'm gonna grind it up in the bullet real quick.
Seems like more than I had yesterday.
Okay, this took 5 or 10 seconds. Don't forget about my dehydrated ones, Mom. She
Oh,
she
yeah.
makes this. She was feeling like it was a little bit
Oh,
too
and
much.
we didn't do your
And
crust.
it's okay.
I want you to put some crust on.
Wow.
I'm gonna show you what this makes or how I'm just gonna put my hand in here. But it's very, very moist. And
Wow.
it's just kind
I
of
must have had
crumbly for the top. It's perfect. It's so moist and sweet smelling.
I need some
Smells
of those
delicious.
clear
So
cups
perfect.
to
So
make
if you
Aunt
were
Angel
making,
These ones were the bigger ones.
if you
No,
were
bigger
making
than
the
that.
crust,
A little bit bigger one.
you would take half of this out
Yeah, like
for the
that one.
bottom,
She's got the measure.
and then you would use the other half for the top crumbles. Okay?
Okay.
So that's really simple to do. Mom, did you need something?
I got it. I didn't have the cups. That's why I didn't remember. Remember yesterday I
Oh, yeah.
said, don't forget to put the cups in.
So we are going to have both recipes in here. So if you are a raw eater like myself, you can also enjoy this. Mom made me 2 of these the other day, and I ate them both, one at breakfast, one at dinner, and I had no guilt at all, and they were absolutely delicious. So,
Okay.
these will go in the dehydrator. She put them in there actually at night because we did it later at night, and just 115 degrees for 12 hours, and they were delicious. And we slept, and when we got up in the morning, they were done. So you could do it for 20 hours, 30, whatever. It doesn't really matter. They don't burn. But
Okay.
115 for 12 hours.
Wow.
Full disclosure,
Wow.
I thought I split these in half, but I guess I didn't. You definitely only need 12. Because I thought I was guessing that I threw away some of the pits, and I was trying to guess at how many I had when I broke the bag in half, and said I'm still gonna put more in there, but oh boy, there's a lot.
That's all right, Ma. The more the merrier.
More for me. Do I get 3?
That's right.
Yeah, you can have
Give
3.
me
Give me,
another
right
bowl.
there, right
Another
there.
bowl? Okay.
Here, the one that had dates in it.
There you go.
I get 3. I'm gonna share these with Terry. You want some of mine?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
Probably
complaining.
should have had you made a little bit
Okay,
more
that's fine.
oats.
And then
Did you tell them that they could use any kind of oats?
you can. I didn't, but thanks, Mom. We use oat groats because we
that's-
like to have everything as whole as possible. But if you have rolled oats, if you have steel cut oats, same exact measurements, and I will put that in the recipe so that you don't feel like, oh, I don't have coconut water. Great, use water. Or I don't have,
Oat
I don't
groats.
have
Right.
oat groats. Fine, use whatever kind of oats you have. I don't have vanilla bean powder. No problem. don't stress out about the small stuff. Just make it because it's so delicious.
Exactly.
So,
Okay.
all right, so now she's at the top. How beautiful. Let me move these out of the way because I just want
Let
to
me get my hands wet. Oh,
How-
Wow.
Let me put some crumble
Go
on there.
ahead.
I don't want to waste any.
No wasting of crumble. But you see how she piles it up. And it was really actually beautiful when, as you know, when fruit cooks, even with apple pies, they'll tend to shrink. This did shrink down a little bit, but not a
Not
lot. It really wasn't a lot, and it looked so pretty when it came out of the oven. And wait till you see how it's sliced, because we're going to share that with
See,
you.
I could have put more around there.
That's all right.
So, I mean,
Here
you
we
could
go.
have still used the...
Nope, these are mine. So these will go right in the dehydrator like this. So it's so nice because
Oh.
everything we try to make
Oh.
is
You
for
want to help me
every.
do this?
And this
Okay,
is so
so
natural.
apple
This
pie.
one, I've never
You
seen
got
one
it.
so natural, babe, with so many natural ingredients and.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is a lot like, now I'm going to press it down because I do have more room on the side and make it more balanced so it doesn't, so it's so compact that it's not going to press down so much when you cook it. And let it, obviously, if you've made an apple pie or anything, because it's going to have so much juice, let it sit. Let it sit. And then, obviously, in the refrigerator, you're going to have to try it before you put it in the fridge. But I love the crumble. Now you can put, if you're eating nuts, I was just thinking I might put, because we're pecan, we have pecans, so many pecans in Texas. I might put like pieces of pecans in my crumble for the one for the 4th of July party. And
for this, we decided
but for
to
this we
go.
like it raw, everything or natural.
We wanted it to be
Well,
and
Natural,
pecans
yeah.
are natural.
Okay.
We only eat
It's
them
natural.
raw.
You could use raw nuts in this if you wanted to. You could use any
Oh,
kind of
that's
nut or
perfect.
seed you want. But for this recipe, I was saying to Mom, you know, we have people that have nut allergies or they're trying to cut back on the fat or something like that. So it's nice sometimes to make these really delicious recipes
Yes.
that don't also
Anything.
include
No
nuts.
oil, no
Yeah.
nothing, no sugar.
Right.
No.
You
Just
know,
yum.
Just
Everything
absolute
yum.
You're gonna love this. I'm telling you, I promise you.
I know I did. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Terry
Okay.
tried it all, so it's beautiful. You see how it is.
Put a little bit on there.
Wait, mine's
Put on
gonna
some
go
on yours.
Well,
I
here,
still
wanna-
have some.
I want to show the pie here.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna put some
so
on
this
angles.
is really heavy. This is very heavy, but beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this in the oven. I'm actually gonna put this on a baking sheet.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that nothing leaks. It really doesn't, but because this is nice and deep pie pan.
And juicy.
But we're gonna put this on a parchment lined baking sheet just to keep it. We're gonna put it in a 425 preheated oven for 10 minutes. Then we're gonna turn the heat down to 325 for 1 hour. What else we're gonna do, what else I wanna tell you is that we're doing this in a convection oven. So if you have a standard oven, no problem. Just crank the temperatures up by 25 degrees. So instead of 325, put it on 350. But we are going to show you, honey, you could take this.
I get the honors.
We
She
get
got
the honors,
ripped.
and we're going to
All
pop
right.
this in the oven, and then we are going to share with you how delicious this is. So this is from the other day. Look how beautiful this cut. Look at the crust.
Isn't that
I'm hoping
gorgeous?
that you can really see. Mom feels like the one that we're baking now is prettier, but this you can see. I mean, come on, this is
Looks delicious to me.
delicious.
It was delicious.
And this is probably more than a serving, but 3 people are going to try it. I'm sorry, I ate all mine. I couldn't help it.
One piece, 3 servings is one
You know,
piece.
So we're honey, you come in here.
Okay.
And they are going to salute,
Brie.
and Briella gets to salute with Mom and Terry.
Absolutely.
Honey,
Absolutely.
here's your fork, honey.
Okay.
Well, oh boy, I got a slice of peach.
Yummy! Yay!
Oh, that's gonna be
It's
messy
just
trying
so
to get it in my mouth.
delicious. This pie is just incredible.
Did you get some, Brie?
Brie got a
Yeah.
nice piece of
Uh-oh.
crust.
Nice slice.
All right.
Salud.
Salud. Salud.
It's really good. Mom, enjoy it. Oh, see?
Oh my god.
Out of the mouths
Unbelievable.
of babes, we got a shaken head. Yes, thumbs up.
You guys are going to love this. I can't wait to hear And see the comments from this one. Oh my gosh.
It's really delicious.
Unbelievable.
Really, Mom. Thank
It
you
was
so
so
Unbelievable.
nice spending time with y'all. See you when I come back again.
Yeah, Mom, thank you so much for the beautiful recipe.
You're welcome. What a
appreciate
good
it.
Thank you,
idea,
Mom.
peaches.
Especially for summer.
And our Brie.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bree.
Oh, thank you for being on, Briella.
If you like this video, like this video.
Yep.
Absolutely. If you like us, please subscribe.
We love you.
We love you guys.
Give us a thumbs up.
Absolutely. Give us a thumb up.
All right.
Love you guys. Take
Love
care.
you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.